redistricting. Okay, so Democrats released proposed new California congressional map. And while this is going on because Newsom said, he's going to finish him. That's Newsom's claim. He's going to finish him. So Newsom leads California redistrict plans revealed in a leaked map. Rob, I don't know if you have that or not. If you want to pull that up, I'll read the story. So, and then Schwarzenegger had to say something. So here we go. Democrats, led by Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee, submitted a proposed California congressional map to counter Republican-led redistricting in Texas. Earlier today, the DCCC submitted a proposed congressional map to the legislative public portal with collaborative input from stakeholders and legislators. We anticipate this proposal will have widespread support both among California office holders and various stakeholders across the state. The map targets 5 Republican incumbents, which is Kevin Kiley, Doug LaMalfa, Darrell Issa, which we showed this last week, Ken Calvert, and David Valado to create 5 blue-leaning districts aiming to neutralize Texas' plan to gain the 5 GOP seats. Gavin Newsom, pushing for November special election, said, they do 5 seats, we can do 5 seats, framing it as a response to President Trump's Texas strategy. Rob, go ahead. Is this a clip or an image that you're showing?
This is the map that they was leaked over the course of the weekend of the redistricting.
Got it. And can you show what it looked like before? So
yeah.
Is there a way to put them right next to each other to just kind of see what areas they're focused in? Tom, while this is happening, Tom, is that the one? Are you able to put those two together? Is that it? So if you watch this is massive if they're doing
you have to look up by Reno.
Wow,
you see Reno where the Nevada bends up there? Take a look at what just happened.
So that's real redistricting taking place.
Yep.
Yeah, they literally are taking a pencil and going through it.
There it is. There's what I'm talking about.
It's that salamander, Pat, you were showing
Carson
us, that gerrymander.
City by Vegas.
See, they're making it bigger and closer to Sacramento and taking out all of the red farmers along the Sierras.
Yeah, so that's going to replace 5 for 5, because California knows they have the power to do so. While they're doing this, a former somewhat rhino Republican governor named Arnold comes out and is mobilizing to oppose Newsom's push to temporarily scrap the state's nonpartisan redistricting commission, stating in a social media post, I'm getting ready for the gerrymandering battle while wearing a T-shirt saying terminate gerrymandering. Schwarzenegger, who championed the commission's creation through constitutional amendment in 2008 and 2010, opposes both Newsom's plan and similar Republican-led efforts in Texas, with his spokesperson, Daniel Ketchel, telling Politico he calls gerrymandering evil, and he means that. He thinks it's truly evil for politicians to take power from people. He's opposed to what Texas is doing, and he's opposed to the idea that California would race to the bottom to do the same thing. The commission, popular among California public opinion polling, was designed to remove political manipulation from redistricting, but this is going to be taking place. Tom, your thoughts on this?
Once upon a time in 2008 and 2010, the Terminator was there, and you know what he was trying to do? I did some research on this. This was very similar to the Florida plan, that congressional districts have to be around cities and be districts that are drawn in a rational way around cities and population groups. That's what he was trying to do. And this was a nonpartisan redistricting commission that Newsom wants to scrap. I wonder why. So think about those 2 points, Vinny. You have a guy that said, hey, Florida's doing it right. That's not exactly what Arnold said, but Arnold said this plan was right. Happens to be what Florida does. Let's have a nonpartisan commission. So if anybody wants to do this, we keep it sane so that the representation is around the people. And that's what Arnold did in 2008, 2010. So he's got the moral authority to speak up and say, I tried to create a commission on this. Don't do it. This is crazy.
And he's he's losing the battle. So
who he's losing the
Gavin,
battle?
the Politico Citron Center survey found that 64% of California voters want the dependent redistricting commission to remain in charge, while 36% want to return the authority to legislative control by Newsom and the Democrats. And listen, and I know you want to go to Adam. We got to give credit. We're all about competition and first place, and we got to give it up to Gavin Newsom. California, as of this weekend, leads the nation in unemployment and homelessness. So you got to just give it to Mr. Both.
I mean, he might win the triple crown.
Homelessness number 1, unemployment this weekend. He's number 1. Go ahead, Adam. Just want to give him credit where credit's due.
I actually have a question for Pat. Well, the one person who does show up, I know we were talking about how Bill Maher was calling the Democrats sort of weak and woke and they won't show up. The one guy that will show up, unfortunately for most people, is Gavin Newsom. Gavin with the good hair will show up, and he'll just spew his nonsense and slap people around. Vinny's mockery that he does of Gavin, but he'll show up and he'll just spew his lies. What I want to understand from you, Pat, and even both you guys spent a lot of time in California. I think you were there how many years, Pat? 20-something years?
24 years, yeah.
What are you hearing from people left, right, and center about this whole redistricting thing? You know, I don't spend a lot of time in California. We were just there, so I don't have a lot of boots on the ground. What are you hearing from average folks in California about this redistricting
I think
plan?
it's honestly, it's irrelevant what I'm hearing from the people because, you know, it's what he can do and what he cannot do. Okay, so whether people want, of course, people don't want this. You think liberals want this? They don't want this. They're already 43-9. Okay, by the time Gavin's going to be done, it could end up being 48-4. Do you know what that means? 48-4. I think it would put him number one, above everybody. Okay,
Yeah.
if not number one, to be number two, but it's going to be up there.
Representative.
As a big state, dominating everybody else. He'd be ahead of Illinois. 48-4. Do you know what 48-4 means? Let me talk to my good friends in California, the Armenians and the Syrians that will be soon moving to Boca Raton. But let me talk to you guys real quick, okay? You know what
was
that
that map,
means?
Rob?
To those of you guys that go to sleep every night praying for California to be a red state during your lifetime, well, you're not taking advantage of Social Security, meaning you're not going to be in your 70s. And you're 40 watching this, you're saying, oh, you're eventually going to turn red. Maybe it may. What this says is, if they go 48-4, how are you going to do it? How are you going to do it? How are you going to do it? They're going to do everything in their power to change the state. They got destroyed in 2024 election. Every county in California voted more Republican than Democrat in 2024 election, according to charts that we've seen many, many different times, right? Every county. They got destroyed. It is the most embarrassing. Look at that, 2020 to 2024.
Wow.
It is the most embarrassing moment during, who was the governor in 2020 in California? Wasn't it a guy named Gavin Newsom? Who was the governor in the state of California in 2024? Wasn't it a guy named Gavin Newsom?
Yeah.
And then he's out there while this is taking place. Play the clip of him talking about on this one podcast. But watch this clip here. Nobel Peace Prize. Look what
that's a
rhetoric he's
different one.
doing.
Hold on.
You just go to my X account, Rob. That's all you got to do. You'll see it as the third clip. If you watch this guy,
He's a pro.
Trump broke these guys. Watch this real quick. Go ahead.
It is about the United States of America. He doesn't believe in that. He believes in the red states. He's going after. It's a war. He's a wartime president. He's the head of a war party. War on women. War on voting rights. War on Hispanics.
This doesn't work anymore.
War on this state. War on institutions. War on history. I mean, this is serious. This guy's trying to get a Nobel Peace Prize.
This is serious.
That's what he's going to try to say
This is serious.
tomorrow in Alaska.
Yeah,
that he's the big guy trying to find peace, really? When he's bringing war to the American people? He put military in the streets, not of Baghdad. And he didn't send the military in his first administration anywhere in the
It's not
world.
wartime.
He sent the United States Marines
Lies.
into the United States of America
National
in one of the bluest cities in this country, in Los Angeles, one of the great cities, American cities. That's what Donald Trump did.
Look at him.
That's
He's a
so
war
serious.
Wait,
Politician America right
but
there.
keep this in mind while he's doing this. Rob, can you go to the tweet? I said the following. I said they go up a little bit if you could. There you go. Fear porn, right there, Rob. Just right there. Zoom in a little bit. Fear porn no longer works. It may work in California, but not nationally. Trump broke the party, Newsom. You even tried to move to the Senate, but your party has a leash on you. Unfortunately, they seem to own you. Good luck. So this approach, you know how people say, well, it's going to be running for 2020 and all this other stuff. This is not going to work in America in 2028.
Nope.
It's just not. Because you're in the space. If I, who knows more about basketball than this guy, if I watch stats, if I follow, if I'm in the game of giving feedback on sports and games and trades and all this stuff, and I don't follow the most important stats that are out there, if I don't follow it, what else am I following? Newsom, your world, the stat is polls. And polls from CNN, not Fox polls. CNN polls disagree with you. How many lies did you just make right there? Okay. When you go to National Guard, Tim Walz pulled National Guard on George Floyd during COVID, going around with, pellet, what was it?
Paintballs.
Paintballs, shooting up people that were coming out. Your guy did that, Tim Walz, okay? You guys did that. Fear porn on war and the different claims that you're making, it's not going to work. So these guys, this is going to work. California 48-4. To all the Californians that are watching us, that's your governor. And I'm getting a bunch of messages. This person's going to run. That person's going to run. This person's going to run. That person's going to run. This is your last shot, California. Whatever you do, you best be involved in this next election. You all best go knocking on doors for your candidate that may be flipping the state. You best go out there and get to work. You best do your part, because if you don't, this becomes 48-4. Guess what? Nevada is an option. You got Texas is an option. And Boca Raton for the Armenians and Assyrians is an option. You'll see how many Armenians. Every week I see so many people that come and say, hey, Pat, I moved here. I watched your video. Hey, Pat, I moved here. I watched your. Hey, man, I just want to let you know. No, I didn't move here because of your video, but I moved to Florida. Hey, man, awesome. Our Cigar Lounge boardroom. Shout out to the boardroom Cigar Lounge. Sick. The new Platinum Lounge is insane. Our members, like immediately, our membership was Rob, can you go to boardroom Cigar Lounge? You know how many people are in there that are just business people that want to be free? Who are what? Who are people that are, Rob, just go to the page, homepage, where you were at. Yeah, you know how many people that are just coming there? They're like, I just got out of California. I left this. I left the blues. I left New York. I left that. People are coming here, and they're talking to one another. But you're going to see, if this guy goes and gets to 48-4, it's going to be very, very problematic for California for a minute. So California for a minute. You best do everything in your power to go up against this guy. Tom.
So words talk, numbers scream. I got nothing to add to that except the numbers. If it's 48-4 California, that means you Republicans have 8.3% representation. 48
and that's what he said he was going to do, 17 to 8%.
And in the last election, it was 39.6%. So there's almost 40% of you voted in the election, and Gavin Newsom is going to screw you down to 8.3% representation in Congress. You know what? I think we'll see another wave of people leaving California, because you want to talk about authoritarian dictatorship. Yeah. That is the numbers of authoritarian dictatorship.
The challenge is those are the right comparison with the 8% would be 17%, because right now the House, Republicans have 17% of the House. He's going to move it to 8%. The 39.6 is what they voted on the election of the Republicans. But it's getting more. So let's just say you vote 39.6 for the president or whoever.
And you're underrepresented by congressmen.
Who cares? Who cares, right? Go ahead. Vote for a Republican president. Vote for a Republican governor. It's irrelevant. You know the laws for gerrymandering in the state of California? I think in California you can change it once a decade. And once it's changed once a decade, you know how long you have to wait? A decade. So the next time you want to change a gerrymandering to refix it, if this goes through, which it most likely will, 2035. So between now and 2035, the part I love about California, they're so patient. They are some of the most patient people I've met in my life.
Good for them. Good for them.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
You know, when you
hang in there,
nobility and patience goes together.
Yeah.
You want to meet a patient, noble man, go to California. Go to California, meet a Republican conservative family that's extremely patient, that they believe
one day
it's going to be fine. So one day Ronald Reagan's going to resurrect and he's going to run again in the state of California. He's coming soon to California.
I met a couple that didn't seem patient. They were very busy packing moving boxes.
Yeah, patiently.
You got that one, Tom.
Little offensive, but that's a different story. Go ahead.
PBD, since you want to test my basketball knowledge, you know who Gavin Newsom is at this point? He's the Lakers between 92 and 96. He's Sedell Threet. Your boy. He's Nick Van Exel. He's Vlade
like
Divac.
You know who Sedell Threet
Don't
is.
talk to me.
Don't talk like you know Elvin
NBA
Campbell, Tony
basketball.
Smith, Cedric Sabalas.
Don't talk to me like you know Eddie Jones.
He's Cedric Sabalas.
Talk about Florida State.
He's the best player
1997
on the worst
whatever.
Team on a proud franchise.
If you ever say anything about Sedell Threet, I swear to God.
Say something.
Say
something.
Guys, about number
there's kids
3.
watching.
Yeah.
Sedell Threet will never be.
Stop it.
Dwayne
By the way,
Wade.
Rob, can you
never
pull up,
gonna happen.
Can you pull up the tweet that's been going on in about Newsom and JD Vance? Just go to Newsom's Twitter account. Click on that right there, Rob, that says Newsom, the handle right there. Newsom. Watch this. He reposts and saying, I missed that scarf. Go a little bit lower. Keep going. Right there. So click on that tweet. Yeah, so that's Gavin Newsom in high school versus
Young
J.D.
bull
Vance.
twins.
What a douche.
Okay? So that's Gavin Newsom in high school with the scarf, right? He's got the hair, he's got the look.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
By himself.
Versus J.D. Vance.
J.D.
Do you know what this picture is going to be? It's going to be everywhere. Because what they're saying is 2028 is these guys going up against each other. And Newsom retweets it. And what does he say when he retweets it? He says, I miss that scarf. Okay? And it gets 10 million views, 150,000 likes, and it was just 10 hours ago. Which means the Dems, Pritzker's not going to get this many retweets and likes. Go back on the tweet and let's read what the comment section says, by the way. Because that's J.D. Vance. Go a little bit lower. See what it says. While I love infinite third world immigration. Now, great point. Vance has a kid named Vivek. Okay, so Gavin's 2 marriages, 1 divorce, self-confessed adulterer. J.D. 1 stable marriage. J.D. served 4 years as a corporal in U.S. Marines, Iraq 2 medals. Gavin 0 military service. Gavin undergrad degree only. J.D. master's degree from Yale. J.D. #1 New York Times bestseller. Author, hillbilly, clergy.
Mooch.
Became Oscar award-winning film. Has made self-made millionaire. Gavin, no talent, mooched his millions from Getty and donors. J.D., this disciple of Christ, honest man. Gavin worships abortion, Satan, liar. By the way, what I'm trying to show you is to know that's what's going to be on the news in 2 years from 27, 2028.
Oh, yeah.
Go a little bit lower. Your insipid little musing
You
about choosing
insipid
J.D. Vance and
little
Newsom and Streaming
musing.
pile of horseshit that deserves to be torched, fury. Of course, I'd pick J.D. Vance. You insufferable, kale-sucking elite. Okay, go down. That guy's really angry.
I love that guy.
Okay, yeah.
He's my kind of guy.
And he gets angrier.
My kind of
One
guy.
was
Send
born
that guy
with
a free
one
Angry
was born
Patriot
with a
shirt.
silver spoon in his mouth, which he's never been able to dislodge in liberal elite Marin County, California. The other, born into poverty to an addicted mother, worked hard, served our country, and achieved the American dream. Thank you, J.D. Vance.
Oh, yeah.
Be ready for this, but I'm telling you, a wild card is going to be Marco Rubio. It's going to be the wild card.
Can we go back to that picture for a
wild
second?
card is going to be Marco Rubio. Go to the top.
I mean, obviously, I don't want to stay. You guys are focused on the scarf. Good for
I don't
Gavin.
care less about
Let's
the-
focus on the chicks.
Was he in a bathtub?
Let's
Where's he
focus on the
sitting?
chicks with, fill in the blank who are using the urinal. This is the poster child for what's going on in California. The trans women who are basically going to the men's bathroom.
Disgusting.
The irony here, this is a
Disgusting.
joke. This JD, I assume, being funny. Ha ha, chicks are using urinals.
Yeah.
This is literally what's happening in California, not in Ohio.
But the point here is, guys, this is what's going to be everywhere in 2027.
This picture you're saying?
This is going to be everywhere in 2027, 2028.
But
just so you know.
you think
that.
that'll affect JD? You
No,
think-
I'm just
gotcha.
telling you what's going to be there and what they're going to be using.
Awesome.
They're going to be
It's a funny
showing
high
this
school
2027, 2028 all over the place.
over.
Everywhere you're going to be seeing this.
This is before social media, so that's when you could do whatever you want to do without.
Meanwhile,
getting
let's go
caught.
to this. There's a lot of things that's going on right now in the marketplace. Tomorrow night, the 19th, Tuesday night, the 19th at 6 p.m. Free webinar, 20 threats, 20 business threats you cannot ignore in 2025. We do this every year, and it's a new one every single year that we go through. I highly, highly recommend, if you're somebody that runs a small business, you're an executive with a company, or somebody that's an entrepreneur, you're running a business, you're planning on doing something for yourself, whatever you do, do not miss tomorrow night's webinar at 6 p.m., August 19th. Again, 6 p.m., everybody at the end gets the white paper of the 20 threats. Everybody gets the white paper of the 20 threats and a couple other items that we'll be discussing on that. Rob, the link for it is vtwebinar.com. Go to vtwebinar.com to register for the webinar. Again, vtwebinar.com. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.